Hey friends! My name is Desiree, aka Momma Friendly, and I do all sorts of videos on my channel, from cooking videos to planner videos, vlogs, hauls, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of these things sound like fun to you, I hope that you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. This video is extremely spur of the moment. I was not planning on recording today. We're actually in the middle of a move, so everything's a little bit of a disaster right now. I didn't even brush out my hair. I legit just received this and decided to turn on the lights and the camera, throw on some lip gloss, and just let's do a haul. I, like many other people on the planet, really got into plants when the whole pandemonium started, and succulents in particular have kind of become my, I don't know, they're what I most gravitate towards for whatever reason. Funny enough, just a few years ago, I killed every cactus that I bought, and I bought loads of them thinking that they were the easiest thing, and so obviously even someone like me could keep them alive. Nothing. I was terrible at keeping succulents going, and to be honest, I'm really not an expert these days either. I do tend to overwater, etc., but I've kept many plants alive for quite a while now, and while they're not an area of expertise, they are definitely an area of interest. I mentioned that we're in the middle of a move, and so I wanted to kind of treat myself to a bunch of new plants for the new place. I didn't expect them to come so soon, hence, but they're here, so I wanted to show them to you all. And I've never ordered from this place before. I ordered from a website called Succulents Depot, and so I can show y'all. First off, the things came in less than a week, which I did not expect. They used priority 2-day shipping, so that's great. I can show you how they packed everything and what I got from them, what I paid for it, and I also have a referral link. So if you use my link, which I'll leave in the description box below, you can get 15% off of your order, should you decide to go with them. So here's the box itself. So here's everything I bought. I mostly just bought like 2 or 4 inch, not cuttings, but like tiny little succulents basically, because they were very cheap. And that's what I've been doing anyways, is like taking small cuttings of things and propagating them. So I figured even if they're, even if they are cuttings, we'll be fine. But I know most of them are much bigger than that, so we should be more than fine. Hopefully, right? That's the idea. So let me see, I'm trying to find my actual, so here's my order so I can give you guys the pricing on everything as well. And they don't seem to be labeled. So luckily my invoice comes with pictures, so I can try to match the picture to the plant and tell you exactly what it is that we're looking at together. I also do still need to move these because we're at the old place right now, so unpacking them might not be the wisest thing, but I also don't want to just leave them in paper until my new little plant shelving setup is complete, so I'm gonna have to sort out what I'm gonna do with them in the meantime. Oh, and there's soil. Of course there's soil. What was I thinking? This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. So let me see. This looks like this might be an echeveria, and they call it neon breakers. Look at this plant. Is that not just like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Look at those colors. The leaves look nice and healthy and firm. It does not come potted, so it just comes in the little soil. I wish I'd known that because I thought that they at least came in like little crappy plastic pots, and they don't, so I'm gonna need to get pots for these ASAP. But yeah, that's gorgeous. That's very pretty. And just so you know, I do have a special affinity for echeverias, and I love trailing plants too, but I don't have I think I have a string of buttons, and I have a string of something. I'm drawing a blank now. I'll pop in pictures here so you guys can see what I actually already own. So I did get at least 1 trailing plant in this haul, I know that. And a lot of them are echeverias, but that is, I mean, what a way to start, right? That is a beautiful plant. Okay, next, let me try to open it. I brought a little tray with me so that I can kind of put the open plants and transport them after the fact. not even realizing that, yeah, there's probably gonna be some spillage of soil on the surface here. So doing my best to kind of minimize that. Oh boy, and I opened this one upside down, so it's so much for minimizing. Okay, this is also very pretty, and half of it stayed behind in the paper. Ah, that's no fun. Oh, but you know what? It's like I have two plants now. So that is beautiful, and it looks like it might be a string of something or other. What a disaster. I really wish I had known. So you guys have the advantage, actually, of knowing that already. But yeah, I wish I'd known that I needed pots beforehand, because I do have some pots, but I don't know if I have enough for all of these guys, so I'm gonna have to figure out my life now. So this appears to be the Sun Sparkler Sedum Lime Zinger. So they call it Lime Zinger, but it's a Sun Sparkler Sedum, right? Yeah, that's what it appears to be. That's what the picture looks like on my phone. So I think it might be the same plant. And that looks like the sort of plant that would eventually, like my string of buttons looks like that it just kind of shoots straight up, but eventually the weight of it just kind of makes it tip over and like cascade over the side of the pot it's in. So that's very pretty. Again, kind of disastrous with all the soil, but that's fine. We'll make it work. Next, I think there's 9 plants total, guys. So hopefully this haul is not too long. But if you're a fan of plants, hopefully you also won't mind if it is. This is, whoa! What are you? This has to be another Echeveria Atlantis. Echeveria Atlantis, yeah. And I really love Echeverias, mostly because they kind of look like roses, like succulent roses, if you will. That's very nice. It seems to have gotten a little smushed here. Actually, one of the, you can see that one of them came kind of cracked. So it must have gotten smushed in the package, and that's a shame. But the rest of it is very healthy. It looks good. It's gonna recover just fine from that. That's not a big deal. So, ta-da! There's another Echeveria. I'm gonna need to wash this bedspread before tonight. Oh, this one is huge. What is this? Okay, so based on the little teeth, hopefully the camera is picking up that detail. You can notice that along the sides of the leaves, it's almost looking like there's little teeth sticking out all along that. I'm gonna decide based on that this is a Kalanchoe. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of these names correctly, so bear with me, but especially this one. Kalanchoe Fedschenkoi. Oh. Majestic Scallops, otherwise known as. And yeah, this is very pretty. It's almost giving me Venus flytrap vibes with those scalloped edges, those little teeth along the edges there. Super, super nice. Much bigger than I expected. For reference, this is a 4-inch plant. Am I right? Yes, this is a 4-inch. Actually, all of them have been 4 inches so far. All of the plants that I've shown y'all so far have been in the 4-inch cluster. So apparently, I'm trying to go through the invoice now because it's just occurred to me I haven't been giving you guys pricing. Every plant that I bought is in the 4-inch cluster. The only one that I bought a 2-inch cluster of is the variegated string of hearts, which we have not opened yet. However, what I did open already, so the neon breakers, this was $7. And I did not have a 15% off discount, so you guys will get a better price than I did. But that one was $7. The Atlantis, which is this one, I believe, this was $7 as well. The Sedum Lime Zinger, which is the one that came in 2 pieces, this one is $6.50. And then this big guy, which we decided was the Kalanchoe. There you go. This one is $6.50 as well. So considering how large the plants are, I think that's a very, very good deal. Let's go on and see what else we have. This one actually did come in a pot, and it's a very, very small pot, which makes me wonder if this might be the string of hearts. Oh my gosh, but it's stuck to the paper. They taped paper on top. I'm assuming to keep it safe because it's a rare variegated string of hearts, but like the plant got stuck to the wrapping, you guys. Like, I don't know. They were not thinking this through very much. Let me put this down and try to be delicate with this because I have a feeling I'm performing surgery here. Okay, so I managed, it wasn't hard at all. I just needed to use both hands, but I managed to get it out completely unharmed. And that is an absolutely beautiful tiny little string of hearts. The light's kind of washing it out a little bit. In person, these lighter bits around the edges are pink, like a baby pink. Very, very pretty. Very excited to have this because I've been looking for a string of hearts for a long time, and for some reason they've been very, very difficult to find locally. So like I said, this is only a 2-inch cluster, and it's the only 2-inch cluster I got, but these tend to do really well, and I'm sure that in no time it'll just be absolutely overflowing. So I'm very excited for that. And that string of hearts cost me $8. So it's the smallest plant, and I'm pretty sure it's also the most expensive. But like I said, it's a rare, like, variegated variety. And what that means is that it's got that particular like colorway or that color pattern. So yeah. I have a string of hearts now, finally. This looks very, very tall. No idea what any of these could be, so it's like Christmas. Wow, what on earth? This is purple, like bright, bright, bright purple, and so much bigger than I expected. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Look at this incredible thing. I feel like the camera is just not doing these colors justice. It's such a beautiful bright purple in person. So I figured it out. This is, I'm gonna absolutely butcher this name, by the way, but again, bear with me. Tradescantia pallida, otherwise known as a purple heart wandering dude. And what I really like about these sorts of wandering plants, quote unquote, is that they are quite prolific, and they are, to my understanding, quite viney and become quite traily. And so I've been wanting one, I've been coveting one for a while, and I think I hit the jackpot because the color of this is absolutely incredible. And as you can see, it is already quite large. So it's a lot bigger than I expected it to be. That cost me only $5.25. So that's pretty exciting. We've only got a couple plants left to go. So let me try to get through these kind of quick for you. This looks like a jade plant. Are you a jade plant? Have I actually gotten to the point where I can identify plants by their look alone? I might be fully wrong, but this is, I'm super, super confused. I'm not gonna lie, because none of the plants I ordered look like this. So, yeah, this kind of almost looks like the Kalanchoe picture, but none of the other things I ordered have little teeth on them. I was under the impression that when you bought a plant, you were buying that specific plant pictured, because all the different sizes of the plant or different descriptors of the plant showed you a different photo. So I thought, okay, well, maybe that's exactly the one I'm buying. But none of the plants pictured look even remotely like this one. So this looks kind of like it could be the Kalanchoe. But again, nothing else I bought seems to have little teethies on it. So I could be fully wrong. Either way, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm almost positive this is the Kalanchoe now, which makes me wonder what the heck was that other thing that had the teethies? Where is the other thing that had the teethies? This looks like it too. Maybe this is the Ionium haworthi pinwheel. Sure, because this one is also green with little bits of red around the edges. So maybe that's what this is. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's what this is. So scratch my whole my whole speech earlier about it having teeth, because apparently so do the Aeoniums. I'm telling you guys, I'm brand new to this, and I'm also brand new to buying plants online. So you guys are witnessing me kind of learning in real time. So then yeah, this is actually the Kalanchoe. I'm gonna go ahead and assume. I hadn't realized that almost all of the plants I bought are green with some purple to them, but I actually really love that, obviously, because I feel like it adds a whole lot of extra visual interest to my plant selection. And so this very last one, I'm going to guess is the Graptosidum Alpenglow, because it's the only thing that I have not obviously discovered from my invoice. And this is interesting because they packed this in like this styrofoam netting to kind of keep it all together. This is also absolutely beautiful. It's very different. Actually, a lot of the little bits are falling apart, but I know that with these kinds of plants, that tends to happen. You see where like the little teeth, I keep saying teeth, I guess these aren't teeth, they're literally leaves, but the little leaves fall off. And you know what's great about that is that each one of these leaves has the potential to become its own plant. So I'm not mad at that. They did very much do their due diligence. They did their part to try to keep it as whole as possible before it arrived at my door. And this is really, really pretty. This also sort of feels like the sort of plant that when it gets heavy enough, it'll kind of start to droop over and cascade over the side of its vessel. And I absolutely love that look. So I'm very, very excited to get this potted and get it growing. So I feel like overall, I almost said that the packaging left something to be desired, but the fact is that, like I said, I'm not used to buying plants online. Maybe this is exactly what they usually come looking like without the pot. I was expecting them to come potted, but maybe that's just ignorance on my part. So other than that though, I feel like they did their best to keep everything safe. It definitely arrived quickly, much quicker than I expected it to. And all of the plants are absolutely beautiful, even though they're not identifiable by me. But again, that's definitely much more an ignorance on my part thing than anything to do with the shop. So I think I would definitely buy from them again. I'm really excited to get these guys going and acclimated in their new home. And yeah, I'm just really, really excited. So I wanted to make sure to share this with all of you. So once again, if you guys are looking for plants for yourselves, make sure you check out that link in my description box so that you can get 15% off at Succulents Depot. This video is not sponsored in any way. I paid for everything with my own money. I just wanted to share as one plant lover to the other in case you haven't heard of this place. I hadn't either, but now my plants are here and I'm very, very happy with my purchase. If you've reached this part of the video, I would love for you to let me know, what is your favorite succulent, or even just your favorite plant, or maybe you're new to plants and you're looking. So if there's a particular plant that you're really coveting right now, tell me about it in the comments. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you would subscribe and click that notification bell because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!